もちろんだ。俺は
カーディ海賊にチャンネル登録するもの。
になる男だ。
随分未来を見てやがる。
Car D Kaizoku.
This video is sponsored by Nengarden. Nengarden is having a summer kickoff sale with prices slashed site-wide, and for a limited time get a free playmat tube with every Sun God playmat you purchase, while supplies last. Use code CARDKaizoku for an additional 5% off. This video is brought to you by Adakai TCG. Shop the latest in premium holographic textured custom One Piece cards. Designed for collectors, crafted to stand out. Use code CARDKaizoku for 15% off your next order. This video is sponsored by gumgum.gg. Discover Western OP10 lists and Eastern OP11 lists on gumgum.gg. Updated daily. Be the first to see decks for new leaders as they emerge. With over 1,000 deck lists per set, gumgum.gg has all the top strategies as soon as they drop. This video is sponsored by Card Market, Europe's largest online marketplace for trading card games. Alright, it's time for the finals of the Aichi Championship Series, Wave 1, Season 1, whatever it's called. The top two, we're finally going to be reacting to it with our new tool here. So let's jump right into the game. So I do believe it's like the Nami we've been seeing on stream. Yeah, blue, yellow Nami. So in case you don't know what Nami does, once per turn on your turn, if any life card leaves any life area, you or your opponents, you get to draw a card if you have 7 or less cards in your hand. And then down times 1 on your opponent's attack once per turn, you can discard a card from your hand and make Nami a 7k base. And then I think we don't know who the other leader is. It could be Bello Betty. I think there was a purple Luffy and a blue purple Luffy, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna have to assume it's the blue purple Luffy. Yep, it is. So we finally get to see blue purple Luffy in action. So blue purple Luffy, when he's at 8 dawn on the beginning of the turn, you get to search the top 5 cards of your deck for a Straw Hat Crew type card, and then you could return the 4 cards back on top or bottom in any order. So you draw an extra card for the turn, but it does lead to like a ramp sort of style kind of deck. You just ramp to 8 dawn as quick as you can to get your leadability online. So let's skip to game start. I think historically Nami does do a little better into blue purple Luffy, right? It's a slightly favored, like maybe 52-53%. So we'll just have to see in practice in this finals match here if that is the case, right? Because 51, 52, 53% is not like a guaranteed win. It's almost like it could go either way. So let's skip to turn 1. Okay, so the Nami's starting hand, pretty standard, right? You have Nojiko, but that's not going to be too useful against the blue purple Luffy unless they're depending on the Zorojo to ramp. Cavendish is nice because you can always swing 6 into the Luffy and draw cards. Hiyori will draw you a card and set up this Kikunojo trigger, so that's good too. And then Nami blocker is just to get more cards in hand. So yeah, I think trying to find a 4-cost pudding would be really nice if they could get it. Because yeah, since the blue purple Luffy draws so many cards, eventually they'll have too many cards in your hand and you get value out of the pudding, making them shuffle their hand back to the deck and draw a new hand of 5. Here is the blue purple Luffy's hand, so let's see. Okay, this might be a little bricked actually. He has a really good late game hand, right? He has 2 Gungam Giants here, 9 Mom to heal, but that's not going to matter too much against the blue yellow Nami. And then just 4k counter, so no ramp at all. This might be a slow game for the blue purple Luffy, which is like best case scenario for the Nami, right? This might be Nami's chance to show in a really good result into the blue purple Luffy. And yeah, this looks like a mulligan hand too, because they did take a while to set up, so yeah, just unfortunate luck here. And the blue purple Luffy already sets to 2 dawn for his turn. So I'm guessing Nami's first. And then blue purple is second. What's he doing? Checking his life? Oh, he's explaining something. Yeah, I guess they told him not to put the dawn. Follow the rules. Like, I don't know. I kind of hate when people do stuff like shorthand. I'm a stickler for like the official way to do things. Right? When people like just play like 3 cards out and then they start tapping dawn. That's something I don't like personally. Okay, game is starting. Yep, Nami is indeed first. Passes the turn. Luffy picks up Mr. 2. Okay, perfect timing. He's going second too. Exactly what he needed. Passes. Does nice top deck. Nami picks up a card that I don't recognize because his entire deck is alt arts. Okay, so Nami's 6. This means that Nami's leader ability is active if they do need to counter early, but she might take 1 life at least at this point. The blue purple Luffy would have to ditch a 2k right now if he wants to defend this, right? Because he needs that Mr. 2. It might be worth it because he's going to get to a point where the Nami plays 8-cost kids. Right, and that just makes you outright trash a life, which you don't want. Okay, and then the Nami plays out a Hiyori to set up that Kikunojo. Right, what Hiyori can do is you take top card of your life, or top or bottom, and then you put a card in your hand back on top, and that actually activates Nami's leader ability to allow him to draw a card. So it is the blue purple Luffy's 4 dawn turn. Of course, he's going to play the Mr. 2 here. And then he just needs a ramp effect on his next turn to hit 8. So he's swinging 6, but yeah, Kikunojo will trigger out because it only has 3 life. And I'm guessing he knows it's a Kikunojo, right? This card here. Trigger, if your opponent has 3 or less life cards, you play it out for free. He knows it's coming, he's just deciding whether he wants to trigger it out or not. And here comes out Kikunojo. Because Kikunojo has a 6k, right? It can always threaten every turn an attack. Here's Mr. 2. You want to know what he does too? He just ramps you an active Dawn. I think everyone calls him Bon Clay. I don't know why I call him Mr. 2. Right, it's not like I'm Crocodile. I'm not in Baroque Works. Sorry, Bon Clay. I'll call you Bon Clay from now. Okay, so 6 from Kikunojo right off the bat. Right, he always has to answer with the 1k counter or take. And yeah, if Luffy takes, Nami gets to draw a card as well. He's only got 4k counter and he can't afford to use these Gungam Giants just yet either. But he does take. And got a... Oh, he plays the Chopper, the blocker Chopper. That's interesting. Nami picks up a second Cavendish, so it's 3 bricks, but Nami can always turn them into a 2k counter. So I'm guessing it's 1 Dawn leader and then 4 Dawn for a Cavendish. Ooh, played out the blocker Nami. Okay, so no leader hit. No Dawn on leader either. So this is the time to make Nami hurt since she can't make herself a 7k. And yeah, that Nami just lets you draw 3, discard 2. Right, let me bring it up for you guys. This one here, OP11. That's going to be a card we're going to get really soon. Okay, so the Luffy picks up a Sanji here, but no ramp, right? So he's stuck at, he's going to be at 7, going to 9. You want to be 8 going to 10 to use your leader ability. Yeah, I count 7 here. So unfortunately, his leader ability is going to be delayed by a turn. Just unlucky, I guess. And then even with the Mr. 2 out, it can copy like a 6k max, so not too useful. Okay, so looking like an 8k, maybe at the Kikunojo. Right, 8k seems like a number you would want to throw at the rested character. He's really thinking about it. So Nami does have a chump blocker here with the Law chump blocker. A lot of non-counter though. I think only Nojiko and then the Satori is counter, so that's 3k total. Oh, he's doing 8 at leader. 8 at leader. Could just chump block. Is he going to chump block it with Nami? You don't want to get too low. And again, no Dawn on leader ability, so these 0k counter cards in hand remain a 0k counter for this turn. He counters 4k. Oh, he has 2 Satoris. I barely even recognize that art. He could play the Chopper, but it wouldn't ramp him anything. But it would be a chump blocker at least. So here's 8 from leader. I think this is a take here. At leader, it's taken. Picks up a Teach. I think Teach is not going to do much for him right now. Does just play out the Chopper. And these are done up for Gungam Giant just in case. Right, it would help him fix his hand too, but that would make him 1 turn further away from leader ability. So I don't think he's going to use it at all. But just as an emergency. And because he probably doesn't need that extra Dawn anyway. And you guys may not know what Chopper does. So Chopper in this deck is just a blocker. I'm guessing in the purple Luffy matchup, since purple Luffy can ramp a little bit quicker, this can help you ramp an active Dawn, rested Dawn as well. Okay, so Hiyori swings 1k at Mr. 2, who is a 1k. Sorry, Bon Clay. That kills. Yeah, the thing is, these 2 6ks have to be met with these 2 4ks in his hand. That's all he has. So he has to balance whether he wants to take. Okay, because he's going to take. That allows Nami to draw, and then he takes, and then Nami gets to draw. What does she pick up? A cost kid. Okay, that's good for them. Right, that'll get Luffy to 0 life. And then Nami swings for 6. So I think he might have to chump block here, unfortunately. Or he's going to counter from hand. Okay, that works too. But now he has like 0 counter in hand. Oh, he still has the Usohachi. My bad. He's covering with the Sanji. Okay, 6 with leader. Now he will chump block maybe. I think you want to keep the Usohachi in hand for later. I guess he could gear second now that he has that active Dawn, and he got that from life. Okay, he does gear second to counter for 3. Is what it does. So yeah, you can use it to counter or to ramp, but in this case, use it to counter. So passes to Luffy's turn. Again, since he's at 7, he doesn't use his leader ability. He can't use it. Or he's at 9 technically, right? 7 going to 9. But his leader ability only activates when you're 8 going to 10. And yeah, the Nami's already got him on the ropes, right? He's already got so much counter and life out of his hand. He's already down to 1 life before he can even get to 8. Okay, so 6 at Nami. Oh, when did he play Cavendish? My hand was blocking the screen. I didn't see it till now. So yeah, all of these take 1 card answers out of his hand, right? So they really add up. But yeah, looks like he did counter 1k. Yeah, 9 Mom is an option he can play for 9 right now, but he won't have Dawn for his leader ability. So he may not want to do that. I think not having Dawn up for Gungam Giant at this point is kind of suicide. But then, like, what else can you do? Oh, he's going to play it out. Okay. Then I'll go over what she does. So if you Dawn -1, trash a card from your hand, you can heal 1 life and then put one of their characters back into their life. I'm guessing, I think Cavendish would be the choice. Yeah. Put that on the bottom. I want to put that on the bottom. Yeah, this does buy him some time, right? Because he has a blocker. So yeah, he has 3 attackers, blocker and 2 life. He'll live for sure without needing Dawn up for Gungam Giant. Put it on the top. Okay. That's interesting. I can only assume an ACOS kid's going to come out right now. And then like 7. Oh no, wait. It would probably be 6, 6, 6. And then the Law will be coming out too. Yeah, here's the first 6. You guys like my arrows? But yeah, he's got 2 Usohachis. Now, if he Gungam Giants, he'll go back down to 6 Dawn, right? 6 to 8, which he doesn't want. He wants to stay 8 to go to 10. So as best as he can, he wants to avoid using Gungam Giant this turn. So he really has to think. I think you have to use the... Oh, he took it. Huh. He keeps having to show his life card to some judge. Did something happen? Okay, he got a Sanji. That's not going to help him. Okay, so another 6. He's going to use the Usohachi here for sure. And then he has the chopper blocker for the leader hit, which is okay, right? He'll be at 0 life, but then... No, it's not good. Being at 0 life is not good. Oh, is that what that card is in his hand? This one right here? Is it the card they're showing on screen? Here, I'll show it to you guys. So this one here, he has Rush, and then he could bounce this chopper back to hand actually, and help him go for game. Okay, he does counter 2k in the end with the Usopp. Plays out the Luffy now. Okay, so that's what they were alluding to. Dang, I wish I could recognize his ult art. It looks so different from the base art. Or else I could have been talking about plays about that as well. So yeah, this bounces the chopper back to his hand. And then this makes Nami a 6, and this is a 8. So he has to take this, unfortunately. Okay, 9 mom. That might be a good thing, actually. And then he has 7 with leader. Or you can play the law still. So 6. That's a 2k. 1k? Did he have 1k? What is that? Is that a chopper? It was a chopper. Oh yeah, the one that he just bounced back to hand. And plays out the law blocker. Okay. So Luffy finally gets to use his leader ability because he's at 8. Going to 10. Gets that extra card. He could have 3 Gungam Giants in hand. Oh dang. So he found a 9-cost Sanji. He has one in hand, but 9-cost Sanji can't play into 9-cost Sanji, unfortunately. Right, this Sanji here. That's just really unfortunate luck for him. He has no good thing to cheat out with this Sanji. Not that he can anyway. I think it's unsafe for him to play this Sanji. I think he needs done for at least 2 Gungam Giants out. So he can't really take much. Maybe Nami blocker. Gravity Blade could buy him some time, but he's at 0 life. Yeah, he has 1k counter out of all those cards. Decisions. I think Nami's your best bet. And then draw the Thunder Bagua. Just stall. And then Nami can actually help you set up the Sanji into 9 mom. If he so chooses to want to go that route. Oh, but then he's going to Gungam Giant, right? So he's going to draw these cards back anyway. Peculiar spot. Really rough spot to be in. Yeah, just unfortunate the amount of ramp he got. He only got 1 ramp effect, which is what is putting him in this precarious situation here. And then Nami put a lot of pressure out early, right? The Kikunojo trigger was pretty good on his part. So he revealed the Nami, he has to take it, right? Since the opponent saw it, right? You can't take it back. Now he's deciding what to put on top, or you could gamble and put them on the bottom and draw a random card. Okay, he's taking Gravity Blade. That works too, actually, right? He does have 2 bodies he can bottom deck on board, and then he just needs to survive the Snake Man Luffy hit. It lets him bottom deck 2 6 costs. Yeah, okay, so Gravity Blade and then Dawn up for Gungam Giant, I guess. And maybe he has enough to kill the Snake Man, right? Nami does only have 2k counter in hand, so if Linden swings for 10, that works. But he's swinging 6 with leader first. Okay, oh, he had a chopper blocker, right? Okay, Gravity Blade, bottom decks those 2. And then 3 Dawn up for, yeah, counter events. Okay, actually, yeah, Blue Purple Luffy's not out of it. Would Nami just go 18 with this Luffy? So 2 Gungam Giants would bring him to 14. And then he needs to come up with 5k more counter, which he could find. He already has 3. He just needs 2k more. Yeah, I think going all in would be risky here. Ooh, has an Odin here. I mean, the Nami's not in any danger of dying, so they can just greedily set up, even if they can't finish for a turn. These 8-cost kids are bricks now, because the Luffy has no more life. Okay, so 6 with leader. Smith with the 1k. I'm guessing 8 with Snake Man. And develop an Odin and try to go for a greedier lethal. Or you could just go 17 Snake Man. Nah, that's something I would do, so he probably not going to do that. He does have a Red Rock. This can handle the Lin. Right, bottom deck it, and then you would have 3 Dawn for nothing. Well, I guess Luffy can attack for 11. And that would burn at least 1 Gungam Giant. Yeah, that's not the worst thing, right? Red Rock and then 11. It would be 12, right? Because you can use Rested Dawn if he discards a card. Yeah. I think he's really contemplating whether to do 17 or not. But I honestly think 17 is not enough. I'm gonna skip ahead a bit, if you guys don't mind. Oh my god, a whole minute's passed. Okay, he plays Odin out, and then Snake Man for 11? Or maybe he doesn't use the ability at all? You could bounce his Hiyori back to hand, that'd be good. Yeah, discards, so this is 11. So that's a Gungam Giant to 10, and then the Usohachi to 12. Yep, Gungam Giant. And he's gonna magically fix his hand right now, I bet. Yeah, discards the Sanji. Here, if you guys don't know what Gungam Giant does, here's what it does. It lets you counter and then draw cards. And these were cards that he set, right? He set the top 4, so he got the Thunder Bagwas and stuff. And then the 2k, yep. Yeah, the thing is, the next 2 cards from his top 4 don't have counter, if I remember correctly. But now he gets to use his leader ability again. Find something better in the other 3. Okay, he can Sanji into Katakuri, but he needs to be able to handle the Snake Man on board. But if I remember correctly, the Nami has no counter in hand, right? Just a bunch of 8-cost kids. But yeah, from the Gungam Giant, he'll get like 3k counter here. 3k counter is pretty guaranteed. Pretty good, pretty nice. Best you could ask for in this situation. But if he forgoes the Sanji and just plays out Katakuri, he'll get Dawn for even this gear second as well. right? That's a little more defensive. So he really has to think, right? Because Odin can attack twice. Let me bring up Odin. Started at 22 Odin, who I found out is not gonna come out for us until OP12 actually. Meanwhile, they get there for OP11. That's why we see it in this tournament. So I think, yeah, to be super safe, you would take the kata. Oh, you can't because he's not a straw hat, but you can put him on top to draw. Okay, so he takes a 2k. Is he gonna put kata on top then? Or Nami? He's going for the Nami instead? Alright, I'm gonna skip ahead. I ain't got all freaking day. Alright, he's putting Katakuri on top. He's gonna Gungam Giant into a Gear Second and a Nami. Right? No, Gear Second's on the bottom. Huh? Okay, he's changing his mind again. I'm gonna skip ahead. Okay, he's decided. That's what he's gonna do. And 5 minutes. They took 5 minutes to do that. Okay, draws the Katakuri. 6 at lead to start. I might as well just lead ability here. Right, so Nami's a 7k base. 9 at leader? Or at the Snake Man? Ooh, he's swinging 19? Huh? No. I don't know why he stacked that on top of all the Dawn for. 10 at the Snake Man. Counters 3. Plays a Nami. And then draws 3, discards, puts 2 back. Okay, so he wasn't planning on playing the Katakuri at all. He just needed it in hand to bottom deck. So there's Nami and then a bunch of Dawn up. So how much counter does he have? He has Gear Second, Gungam Giant, 2k, Thunder Bagua, and then Lin. So that's what? 8 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3? Wait, what am I getting 8 from? 4. It's 21k, if my math is not wrong there. Wait. Gungam Giant's 4, Gungam Giant's 4, Thunder Bagua's 4, Gear Second is 3, Usopp is 2. It's 17. What the heck? Okay, so he has nothing to bounce back with the Odin though, to restand it. And I don't see anything small in his hand. Actually, I have no idea what this 1 cost is. Is it a 1 cost? No, it's Zeus. Yeah, I think this Luffy has enough to survive this. He has a blocker and then, again, 17k counter in hand. I think this is like Nami's game to lose from here. Right, because like Luffy, his curve, it gets like parabolic from this point on. Because he's drawing 2 cards every turn. Meanwhile, Nami's kind of going like that. Right, if this was like the graph. Let's give Nami a different color. Like that. So we're kind of like, at this point here, we're starting to whoop with the blue-purple Luffy. So he's swinging 8 at lead. Okay, there's Gum Giant. I wonder if he discards the Thunder Bagua. Discards the Lin, okay. Draws 2 cards, could be more counter. Okay, another Gear Second, and then his hand's covering the other one. Okay, 2k counter. Dang, there's no way he's losing here. But he's gonna Red Rock. Okay, Red Rock's the Lin, bye-bye. Oh my god, I've been recording for 30 minutes already. This game's gonna go the entire time. Is it gonna go to overtime? Okay, here is 9? 8? 9? Okay, Thunder Bagua stops that. And gets him an rested on or acted on? I forgot which one. I think it's rested. And then Odin can attack for 8, but then he loses. He has the chance to lose the Odin. Oh, so he didn't swing with the Odin. Did he just play it? No, right? Okay, so it's the blue-purple Luffy's turn. He gets to do his leader ability here. I think he can never play the Lins. Right, he needs to leave at least 3 Dawn up for defense. So it could be Nami again. Okay, I've been recording long enough. I'm gonna skip. Okay, so he's taking the Thunder Bagua. No, the Zoro and the Thunder Bagua to draw. Okay, yep. Okay, so he gets the counter. Plays out a second Nami. Okay, that was what's on top. What does he put back? Okay, it's in overtime now. How does it work? Is it like, so it's turn 0, then turn 1, and then turn 2, and then at the end, whoever has the most life wins? And if not that, then it's characters after that? I forgot. And then after that, it's deck count. Actually, I'm not too familiar with the overtime rules, just because I hate going to overtime. I try to avoid it as much as I can. But yeah, it's kind of uncool that it's going to overtime. We're not going to get like a satisfying end. They could just turtle up and just try to go for like the overtime conditions now instead of trying to play the conventional way. But yeah, wouldn't the Nami just win though? Because she has 3 life. She just has to play a bunch of defense. I guess we'll see. But yeah, 0k counter, that's the thing. And they drew into a Red Rock. Okay, 7, 8? Is that 8? No, it was 7 the counter and then play ACOS Kid. And he's cycling out. Why doesn't he just swing at this point? Right, you're just gonna die? Because you know he has 0k counter. And then we know that the top card of the Nami's life is a 0k counter card. So blue-purple Luffy might actually have lethal here. Okay, but overtime is going to take a long time too. I'm just going to keep skipping ahead. Sorry guys. I'm over this. Okay, he does 6 at leader. He takes it. Why doesn't he use leader ability? 6. Takes it. Gets a Kikunojo trigger. 7 with the Nami. Takes it. And then he's able to rush card. 9 mom. Okay. So he wins just because he gets a life. Oh my god. Wait. Why didn't the Nami use leader ability to counter the 6? Or this 6? Why did he take both? Huh? What? Wait. What happened? Okay, I can only assume that the Nami thought like they were gonna win off a deck count. Because yeah, Purple Luffy's been drawing 2 cards every turn, so he's obviously gonna have less cards. So I guess he just took all the life just for fun, just for the lulz, because he knew he was gonna win off a deck count. Not knowing that he had a 9 mom that could heal him 1 life which is like this is what won him the game because those are the tiebreaker rules, if I recall correctly. Yeah, maybe it's life, then deck, then characters on board. Maybe, I don't know, but that was really disappointing. The Nami could have won, right? This guy got donated the win. Donation win. Maybe they were just unfamiliar with the overtime rules, but yeah, wow. Okay, so that was a unsatisfying end. But yeah, I guess that's it for the Aichi Prefecture Championship Series. Let me know what you guys thought. Did these tools help? Right, I got the card previews on screen in English, and then I have these annotations. Are they good? Are they distracting? Let me know. Would love any feedback. I just kind of scribbled on screen at the end there, but yeah, if you enjoyed this, again, I'd love any feedback. These videos aren't doing too hot on my channel. I don't know if it's my commentary or these extra things I'm adding aren't too beneficial for you guys, but I'm just looking for ways to improve. So yes, let me know, and then subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And I guess yeah, just catch you in the next tournament. I'll keep trying to do it for now. We'll see how it goes. Bye.
Car D Kaizoku.